Okay, since I couldn't post my video on YouTube, I've put it on my laptop behind my TV over here. I've got a monitor cable going to the TV, and I'm going to just hold my cell phone and record the video playing on my TV. So we'll see how it's not going to be the best quality video, but no editing. Here we go. It's just me showing you my equipment and telling you what I do.
Alright, so this is how I beat MS. I'm doing rectal insufflation ozone therapy, and I'll show you all about that in a second. Ozone therapy is part of a family of medicine called oxidative therapy. Basically means therapy by oxygen as far as I see it. So down here we have an oxygen concentrator. It puts out very, very close to pure O2, just oxygen. This is the type of device that you see people with tubes and up in their nose, and they're just breathing oxygen. They have low oxygen levels. Most of the time it's older people who have something like that. They have an oxygen tank on the back of their wheelchair or something like that. So that's what this is, an oxygen concentrator. And I have it feeding out and around. Let me climb up here. And it goes right here up into the ozone generator. And this is a Synergy Labs WPS 100. And it took me quite a long time to find the right type of ozone generator. So O2 comes out of the oxygen concentrator, flows up and into the ozone generator, Synergy Labs WPS 100. I have that coming out of the ozone generator and coming into a ozone humidifier. It's basically a little bottle of water, and the ozone flows through that and out. And this is what we call an ear scope. Simply you just put it in your ears. This is what I did the very first time. This is the more technical way to do it with the right equipment. The first time I did it, put it in the last video, I had a water treatment machine that used ambient air to create the ozone. Those can be used for certain things, mainly ozonating water. Not this. That wasn't the right thing to put in my ear. This is, with all this right equipment, getting very low flow, about a little less than a quarter of a liter per hour, or minute, excuse me. Quarter of a liter per minute or less for ear insufflation. And the last machine I had probably came out at 5 liters per minute. So it was like very intense. So I have that. I also have a insufflation bag. So I mix the ear insufflation, the ear scope, excuse me, hooked it up. Now this bag is being filled by all of this, and it blows up, and then I can take that and hook it to the ear scope, and now I have portable ear insufflation. So that's kind of what I've done. Another way of therapy, I have a ozone sauna bag, and this thing is just a gigantic bag that you get into and basically zip yourself up to the neck and hook the tube, and it just blows ozone. And like a hyperbaric oxygen chamber without the pressure, your skin just kind of absorbs the ozone. So that's two other ways that I have to do the ozone therapy. This is the way that I mainly do it. Rectal insufflation ozone therapy. And you have to insert a catheter. And the catheter is no big deal. I'll open it up. I need one anyways. So the catheters are really no big deal. They're smaller than my pinky. They're smaller than a Bic pen, your average writing utensil. So you just put this in, and kind of coming out the pants there. And where is it? This little cabinet is full of ozone stuff. Basically, turn everything on, turn the ozone on, and it's flowing through there, and you have air coming out of this, the ozone, just pure O3, and I have the catheter inserted, not right now, but I would, and simply just click it in. And one of the most important parts about doing rectal insufflation is that you pull it out. Don't unhook this and walk in the bathroom and then try and take it out. While it's all together, you don't have to pull it out of your pants, but pull it out of your body, and then you're good. And then clean up, do whatever you need to do. But it's really not a big deal. I spent probably $300 at a naturopath doing this, and other therapies, so that I wouldn't have to do this. And eventually I broke down, saved tons and tons of money, and it really, really, really worked. So to save your life, rectal insufflation, ozone therapy, I suppose. It was either keep laying in the bed or do something, and that was what worked. So as soon as I did that, within hours, no MS symptoms. So this is the right equipment. You need an oxygen concentrator or an oxygen tank pumping out as close to pure O2 as you can, going up into an oxygen concentrator, an ozone generator, and then coming out. And for ear insufflation, we want a humidifier, because the ear insufflation, the ozone will dry out your ears pretty bad, and you can get all cracky and gross. So the humidifier pulls that way out. The ear insufflation isn't something I do very often, maybe a couple of times a month, 2-3 times a month. The rectal insufflation I was doing at the beginning, sometimes twice a day. It was kind of, if I stop, I'm gonna die again. So I went from bedridden to just Superman. Doing one push-up was absolutely terrible. It took all my energy for pretty much the rest of the day, and I could barely push myself up. Now I can do a whole lot more. I'm not He-Man or anything, but the ability has completely changed. So ozone therapy, this is my equipment, and there's pretty much nothing on the whole planet that could take this from me. I'd rather do ozone therapy than die. That was the path I was on. Right now, if I didn't do ozone therapy, without a doubt I would be in a wheelchair. So it's really, really done a lot for me, and it's pretty evident.